We've heard over and over and over from people, they love the art garden. They so wish that we would have an art garden in their community, and we have not been able to do that at this point. So a mobile art studio would allow us to reach all 10 of these towns by going to them.
What we found at the Art Garden, we have a lot of people that come in, but Franklin County's transportation is skimpy because we're rural, there's not a lot of funds. So the idea behind the mobile unit is that we would go to where people already congregate. We would go to transfer stations on days when Charlemont or Heath or Rowe have their transfer stations open. We would go and work with recycled materials on site. Senior centers, quite often older people can't get out and get down the hill, especially in the winter months. So we would take the art garden to them. And in doing so, we would hope that we would cross people over, that maybe if we had something at the senior center, that we would get young parents and young children, and people would start to meet each other and start to form those relationships.
While people come from a lot of the towns around us, there are people falling through the cracks who are not getting here. And so we were thinking that we already collaborate with community organizations, civic organizations, and we were thinking we would expand that by creating a mobile art garden that responded to community needs in the smaller towns around us.
We're seeking money at this point to create a mobile art studio. And if we're really talking about the health and the wellness of our communities, then that has to be aligned with the value of health and wellness. We happen to be very lucky that we have a local biodiesel plant that is at the cusp of opening. I mean, we are well positioned right now. So a green studio would naturally have a diesel vehicle, and we would be using the veggie biodiesel fuel.
So I brought this proposal to the Art Garden as a member of the Board of Directors for the Community Health Center of Franklin County. I'm in conversation with the CEO and hopefully later on the board to really actualize patient-centered care and the medical home by having the focus not on health insurance companies, not on practitioners, but actually on the people. We are not patients, we're people who are working with our providers to help us live full, well, healthy, thriving, resilient lives. The Art Garden does that. It was grown by people in community, and we should be able to bring this community into our health and wellness care, where we as people get to partner with our providers on continuing to help us be well and healthy.
So the big dream is to outfit the Green Art Studio with all the different kinds of repurposed supplies that we already use, traditional art supplies, create a studio that we can then unpack. So we pull out everything for self-directed art making, where people are coming together, and outdoors we could do that about 5 months of the year, and then we would make it so that we could also haul materials that we could go to indoor sites in other months of the year, since we experience winter quite a bit.